sure that's muted.
At my humble abode office, looking at the churches. Who doesn't love church?
The temple. I was trying to find I had this elder badge that I found in a suit at the DI, so I was kind of dressed like a missionary tonight. But I couldn't find it. I was looking everywhere.
Damn.
I was pissed because some of the mice had gotten into I had a bunch of boxes in the other room, and they had chewed a bunch of shit up and shit in one of the boxes. So I was like, I don't want to look in that one. And then I couldn't find it. Found my Bible, though.
Found the Bible.
Just
The most important thing of the night.
Is it fucking...
Maybe we'll keep those spooky-ass ghosts out of this room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doubt.
Spooky. Those spooky-ass ghosts out of this room.
I gotta make sure it's streaming to the right channel.
Elon must save them boys. I love it.
I don't know how many they're at.
Musky.
Is he, like, the best human?
Right?
Dude, he is.
Because, like, if I were to, like, sit down and they were like, okay, so what we need to do now for the world to survive is we need to make a group, an old school round table of the best people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Who needs to be on that table? And I'm going to be like, well, Elon Musk is leading it.
Right?
For sure.
Well, Kai sent me a thing. It was a tweet. Someone's like, Elon, you down with the clown? He's like, oh, I love ICP. So he's talking about how big of a fan of ICP he was.
I take it back. You're no longer on the table.
It was so funny. Elon Musk dressed up like a juggalo.
That'd make my fucking day.
Yeah, Elon Musk should definitely be on that table.
Yeah.
Oh,
Trump,
for sure.
maybe.
It's so funny.
We need someone to negotiate. Negotiator.
He's the negotiator.
Damn, the Priceline negotiator. That's who we need. Fucking William Shatner. Hey, TV, right?
Hey!
Just a nice background here.
You know, my favorite part of the temple is Louis Armstrong up top.
Dude, he's always doing
He doesn't get enough credit.
That was funny when the lightning struck the angel the one time, or Louis. So that got all melted.
It's always the black guy.
Yeah. Down!
My trumpet, what the hell?
Oh, Lord, I saw something. I guess I could. Nah, fuck it. I was gonna pull it. But yeah, Elon posted a picture in that cave.
Oh, yeah?
Let me see.
Oh, dang, that's cool.
See, he was inside the cave. It's like, not only did he send help, he went there.
Wait, so not only did he save him, he's like, hey, since I'm here...
I think there's still a couple of them in there. But...
Get him out, Elon. Get him out.
I don't know, I didn't check the news.
Okay, so that's the question. 5 people, they form like a round table type of thing where they're like trying to fix the world problems. Elon, it's got to be there. Tyson's got to be there.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Neil.
Not Sunoco Station.
I was like, yeah, Mike Tyson.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I feel like he's probably got to be there just to like throw the common sense factor if people aren't paying attention to the common sense factor.
Right. That's 3.
I'm gonna throw like an oddball one to like some famous person.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Rocket Man.
The Kim. I want like some famous person to be there just to like
Kanye.
Liam
can make good
Neeson.
music.
Get him, yay!
Liam Neeson. Someone to be the front. Like someone to come out and say, hey, this is what we're doing, and he's famous.
Bill
and he's like,
Cosby.
"Oh."
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott.
Just because he has a cool-ass voice.
And a mustache. Doesn't he have a gnarly mustache? He
Yes,
comes out and just all...
Yeah.
Like, gotta trust that guy.
Right?
And Kim Jong, yeah, he's got to be there.
Who else would be on this?
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
I think the first order of business is we ship more things. And they're like, this isn't what we're talking about.
They resurrect Gordon B. Hinckley.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
You're so positive.
Yeah, he is.
He's like,
Even when he messes up, he's still winning.
Right?
That was so funny when he said the wrong name with the beauty pageant.
I would have loved to have been there just to see the like live facial reaction of the poor girl. Just been,
Right.
oh,
And he's always being super sexual.
yeah, because Family Feud is no longer Family Feud. It's
No.
family. What kind of question can I ask these fuckers to say something naughty?
And what's
Right, the one with the white chicks, he says something about marshmallows. He's like, I like marshmallows in my cocoa.
Yeah.
and he was like when Kim Kardashian and Kanye were on there, he was like looking at her and he's like, what is? Oh, her because she said, "What do you hit on stuff and knock it over often?" And she said, "My butt." And then what he was going something.
My favorite one is, and the question was just set up perfectly. It was, what was the last thing you put your finger in?
Oh yeah, this other guy said my wife.
Yeah, it was the big heavy set dude. And he's like, I said, no. Then you could see on his face like, "I've go my wife."
Not that one. This one.
What a trooper.
And his wife's just right there. Because I think they have to say good answer. Because I've heard shit on there where I'm like, if I was there with my family and they said that answer, boy, they would get roasted.
Right.
So the wife like looks at him and you can just see in her eyes just the hatred. She's like, good answer. Good answer. It's going to be up there. Good answer. It's like, fuck.
Just
My wife! Oh.
Yeah, I don't think it was up there. Should have been.
No, yeah. it
Who did they
should've.
pull that didn't take that shot?
Right? Especially when they're just polling. Like, if I'm getting polled, like, no one knows my answers, I'm definitely saying fucked up stuff like that.
I think there was a Family Guy or something like that where they're on there, and it was some ridiculous answer, and they needed 1 point, and it was Peter, and he said it, and it was like the most bullshit thing, and there was one person who said that answer, and he's like, I was part of the poll.
God damn it.
So, Jordan, it's been like more than a month since you've been on, right?
Dude, it's been weird.
Since
Real
like
weird.
24 hour.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That fucking sucked.
Now that I'm back at the hospital, I'll come back on more often.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard to come on when you're working a lot. Like,
Yeah. Fucking, I had 5 days off in the entire month of June.
That sucks.
Dude, it did suck. I was like, I miss my friends. This is
Right.
bullshit.
I was like, I had 5 days off last week.
I don't want to talk about my day off streak right now.
No,
It's
dude,
been a few days.
I didn't even like tell my manager though that I was quitting. I was just like,
Well, if he's not going to put you on the schedule, like, he's got to expect.
yeah. Oh, and then he texted me like today after I already got my job back, and he's like, hey, our new superintendent Brian's gonna call you. You're gonna go help at such and such location. I was like, no, I just didn't reply. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
that location blows. No.
Sorry, not going to happen.
Yeah, dude, everyone's quitting. Everyone's quitting.
It'd be so funny, just send him no, and then dab.
So just a picture of you and it just says no.
In my scrubs. No.
I imagine, though, the work, like, was it fun when you weren't dead tired?
Yeah, when I wasn't working with dumb individuals, absolutely. This is like the worst thing. People who don't have their own tools or don't have a clue of what the fuck they're doing.
No, I bet.
It's like, get your shit together. Like, I come to work prepared. I bought my tools. I know how to read plans. Why can't you do the same?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
People
Then you
are.
turn into kind of micromanaging, right?
Yeah, and then they're always like, well, this job's tough. I kind of want to go home. I'm like, don't tell me, just go.
Right?
Like, I don't want to work with people who whine.
Like, see ya.
It's me mad.
You're sitting over there like, so just get your car and head out, friend.
Scram!
Right? Scram.
Get.
Did anything like weird happen? Any accidents or?
Not really, except when I was like, ooh, actually, yeah, I was in the middle of the desert, like mile marker 108 in Lone Tree.
I don't even know where the fuck Lone Tree is.
Dude, it's in the middle of butt fucking nowhere. But this creepy ass monkey like showed up at our job site one day, like a stuffed monkey.
Oh, that's
I think
kind
it's
of
creepy
weird.
as hell, right?
Yeah, that is weird.
Did you keep it?
No, I just ran it over with the fork, like not the forklift, but the boom lift. I just was tearing it up with the tire, doing like
Damn.
burn out in place.
That was someone's nut monkey.
You killed so many people in that little thing.
Oh god. You pick it up and it's just stiff. Looking at shoes. You're like,
The rally monkey, dude. Yeah, that sounds shitty. I don't know.
Yeah.
Money's good though.
The money was good. I just wish I wasn't out of town that much. If the work was consistent, I'd still be there. Actually, I don't know. Probably not. Actually,
Uh-huh.
no, I'd probably go back to the hospital.
Well, yeah, it's got to be tough because I imagine if and this is gonna come off rude to people who do this full time. I don't mean it to be rude, but if you didn't really have much else going on, it's probably a great job. If you didn't have a wife or friends you want to go do, or really any hobbies.
Yeah, you want to go do your friends.
Yeah. If you don't have group orgies scheduled every weekend,
Right.
probably a great job. But if you want to still go out and do shit, probably kind of rough.
I mean, there's gonna be one thing I do miss about this construction job. I like having the weekends off.
Yeah.
And at the hospital, I have every other weekend off. That's not the worst. I'm working morning shift. I'm nothing really happens until night anyway, so.
True.
That's good.
I don't know. It was weird. It was getting tough at the hospital. I was just getting frustrated. I just couldn't do it anymore. So, it was nice to have a break. Because I'm like, oh man. It made me really realize, hey, you miss this job.
I kind of think that should be something that occurs for everybody. And I know it'd be hard to do, but no matter what job you have, you're probably going to get burnt out eventually, even if it's something you love doing. So I think there should be, I get jobs offer vacation time or paid vacation time or whatever, but 7 to 14 days isn't a lot to get your mind clear. So if everyone had a month off and you could do it at a time,
Damn.
you just I'm going to take July off.
Yeah.
I'll be back. So I think that would help a lot of people.
That, I can't remember what's Sweden, probably one of those ones.
Yeah,
people,
Sweden.
you can save up your time off.
Yeah.
And you can save up something. Some guy had more days off than it was 460 days off you gotta have. It's I get more days off this year than there are in a year. So I think you get paid, it's paid days off too. So he had 460 paid days off, and it only counts per 1 year, so he got paid for an extra 100 days.
Well, and they only work, I can't remember, they have Tuesdays or Wednesdays off as well.
Yeah, it's weird.
So they don't work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They work can't remember, it's either Wednesday or Tuesday, but they work Monday, Tuesday off, Thursday, Friday, and then weekend.
That's actually not a bad idea. Talking about jobs and stuff, I saw this post by Richard Branson. He's I think that both Europe and the United States government should give out money to every citizen that will at least give you a substantial amount to be living on, no matter what your financial situation is. And I was that wouldn't be a bad idea, because people will go to work minimum wage, they can't even afford rent.
I'm torn though, because I'm kind of a dickhead, and I'm kind of job hunting. If I wanted to get a job, I could have a job tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's part me just not doing it.
Yeah, fuck that.
Because I have the money to be able to not work right now.
Yeah, so why not?
I'm just I'm kind of testing what retirement's going to be I guess you could say.
No, you retired already.
I retired already. Never working again.
That's what you should just tell people when they ask you, I'm retired.
Yeah, I'm retired. Probably give me a fucking lot of clout and pussy. Wait a second. Force onto something. No, but my problem with that is I feel if you're working, and this is going to sound offensive too, and maybe you can take it that way. I don't really care. If you're working a minimum wage job after you're 18 years old, you're just being lazy. Because
Unless you have a criminal record or something.
Sure, if there's something like that, and even still
yeah,
there's lots of labor jobs that don't check.
Oh yeah.
I haven't found a job that pays minimum wage.
That's true. I get my first job was minimum wage.
Yeah, mine too.
But I'm it's not hard to find. But then again, I'm what about the special needs individuals?
Oh sure, but I think that's a whole different thing though, because I think if someone really has special needs, the government should pay for it.
Yeah.
But I'm talking just
You and I kind of
working class citizens who can go get a job, who don't have any disabilities or have any hang-ups or anything. If you're only making $7.25 and you're older than 18, something's wrong.
That's true.
It's either your work ethic or you don't want to look for something better.
That would be the life though. They give you a job or a house as long as you're working, or not a place. Because man, I would just go get shitty job. Just do what I'm doing now.
So, what about in the sense, like, even though, like, you can make, like, up to $10 an hour, which is still it's decent nowadays, but then even still, like, can you pay all your bills?
No. Definitely not. But I kind of see where you're going with it. Like, do you think it'd be better to have it, like, everyone gets a lump sum? Because that's what bothers me, because people are stupid with their money.
That's very true.
Or do you think it should be what because I like what Forrest is saying. Like, if you're out working, you're paying your taxes, you're just being a fucking citizen.
Like, get a place to live, so you have to...
Yeah, here's your place to live.
Yeah, see, that'd be cool. Like, I feel like they should help a little bit more, in a sense. I don't know, whether it's education, because it's like everyone wants education nowadays, but it's like education's getting so expensive.
Yeah, education's weird.
Yeah, my only problem with this, like, the social, like, socialist schooling is, like, unless it's, like, not tax higher, like, you can go to school, like, community college for free or something, and, like, you know, not 50% taxes, because, like, then you would just, if, like, you know, we all got tax increases, and then so anyone can go to school, there's already, like, too many fucking pointless, or people paying to get pointless degrees.
Absolutely.
Like, so how many fucking culinary arts students are gonna be there when you...
Yeah, and that sucks too, because I always say people should go for their passion, but it sucks because, like, so many people want to be in making food, or so many people want to be a beautician or a barber or anything like that nowadays, because that's what the cool hot thing is to do, and you can make money if you do it right. But so many people start it, and then so many people fail it, and now they're in debt.
Yep.
So I don't know if maybe there needs to be something that's easier for those who want to follow their career and follow their dream to get into the door.
Easier stipulations.
Cheaper.
Yeah, see, I agree with that. School should be cheaper. I think we spend
You shouldn't have to be in debt for your whole life just to go to college, though. So I agree, like, cheaper school. Not...
Like, we spend, like, the government spends so much money on military, and it's crazy. I'm like, why don't we just, like...
Freedom, baby!
Like, let's reinvest that, you know? Or, like, I don't know, this is a little off topic, but, like, the states who have, like, legalized marijuana, they're making so much money that they're actually having to pay the people back.
They're fucking, like, you know, the marijuana retailers, like, with taxes so much, so it's like, if they're willing to open a shop and get fucked, and then it helps the school system.
Absolutely.
Just like the lottery. Idaho lottery pays for, like, what, almost the whole schooling system?
Almost all of it.
Because I'm like, you know how nice that would be, is, like, if people, like, the people could get what they want, but that money got reinvested back in the people to go to an
Yeah, something like that for sure, yeah.
Like, that'd be such a brilliant idea, even if it was for, like, medical purpose. The money they'd get, because
tons.
You know how easy it'd be to get a card.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I'm like,
I know a lot of people in California who have a card, and they look pretty fucking healthy.
Yeah, dude, you know what you do to need the card in California? You go to, like, one of those, like, little shops on the boardwalk. You pay $25 and say, "Yep, my back hurts," and they go, "What do you do for work?" You go, "Oh, I'm a nurse, picking up patients." They're like, "You definitely need it."
Damn, my vision's a little blurry. Glaucoma.
That's funny. Remember Tom Segura has this joke about that. How he went to get his medical thing, his card, and I think it's Tom Segura, and he's talking about it's Tom Segura, how he went to get his medical card, and he's just trying to make up a reason why he needs it, and he says he has, like, cancer in his eyes or something. And then he's like, then I heard really thin walls, because this wasn't a nice establishment. He's like, I heard the Mexican guy behind me go, "Oh, I just like weed." And then he's like, man, he just gives it to me. He's like, the guy before you had cancer in his eye.
Well, the early years of it, I remember seeing like memes, like the early years of California getting legalized. There was, like, billboards, and it's a guy named Dr. Green.
Yeah, they used to be all over in Nevada too.
Yeah,
Dr. Hemp.
Yeah, and that's all it is a doctor, and you can just go in and be like, hey, got a little pain. But back on the job thing. I think it's kind of interesting that there's not more businesses like... What's a huge business that you can think of right off the top of your head? Amazon.
Yeah, Adobe.
Okay, Adobe. Why aren't businesses like that saying, let's hire everyone we possibly can, 18 years old, especially 18-year-old people. Let's get them in here. let's not pay for their schooling because schooling's outrageous. Let's train them and school
Yes.
them in-house. Yes?
Like, I just
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Let's school them in-house to do what we want them to, like, get to once they're done with schooling.
Yeah.
So, like, why is it that, because, like, for a job, I still haven't said what job I used to work for, and I want to keep that under wraps. But they were going to pay for my whole schooling. Fantastic. They pay for everyone's schooling. My options for, you know, what I could have done were limited, because obviously they're only going to pay for something that's
You're going to go into.
you're going to go into. So, like, a lot of people go into is business management. Everything that I can learn in a business management degree in 4 years, I could probably learn in a year doing just the job itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because managing isn't just, and there's a lot of numbers that go behind it, and there's a lot of stuff that, like, you will learn in a classroom that you wouldn't learn probably from some trainer. But I can learn everything to do what those people who are doing the jobs who have business management degrees just doing the job itself. So why are so many jobs so full? Like, obviously, if you're going to be an engineer, yeah, you're probably going to need all your 4-year schooling to be an engineer.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But why do I need why do I need a bachelor's degree in business management to go get a job to manage 60 people?
Yeah, I agree. It shouldn't be like that. It's like on-the-job training, shadowing people even would be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Internships, those are
Yeah.
amazing.
Big time.
You work for free, and then at the end of the summer, if they like you, like, yeah, you get the job.
Yeah. Hey, you were good. Let's stay. Hey, you were shit. We're going to go with someone else.
I saw people getting mad about free or unpaid internships on, what's it called, on Twitter, of course.
Yeah.
But they're like, it's just so weak. They just keep rich people in the companies so poor people can't go in. And then some guy was roasting them. He's like, if you have that attitude, there's a reason you won't ever be rich or something.
Absolutely.
Well, and also, it's like, if you're going to complain, you know it's free. You know you're not getting paid. Don't complain about it. You're the one who agreed to it.
Will
Right.
Smith fucking did it. He lived in that bathroom with his son.
Yeah, he did. That movie's fucking sick.
Yeah, it is.
Goddamn.
Gotta sell those medical boxes.
Yeah, he does. I personally think, though, I personally think university's going to be gone probably within 10 years.
Yeah, like, that's what a lot of people say. At least it won't be what it is now.
No, because, like, a lot of people are starting to realize that we're going to need lots of laborers soon because of the baby boomer generation retiring. So I think a lot of people are going to get their certifications for plumbing, electrical, welding. Now you can go get certifications for fun shit too. Like, I can go get a certification to be a game designer, or go be tons of designers, graphic designers, marketing for social media. That's new,
Yeah, the influential
Yeah.
marketing. And I see, like, all these things for, like, coding camps when I'm
Oh
on Facebook.
yeah, big time.
I'm like, man, these are really big. And
Yeah.
like, you're getting good jobs like Nike, Apple. I'm like,
Right. So I think a lot of companies are starting to see, like, oh, why aren't we going for the, I say kids, meaning like 18-year-olds. Why aren't we going for them who are like right out of high school, going into like a class or a, what do you call those?
Just like trades thing.
Yeah, like
in trade school?
like a coding class
Okay,
that
yeah.
gives you like a certificate once you're done. Why aren't we going after those kids? Why are we waiting for 22, 23-year-old kid to go to college? We can get them fresh.
I think that a lot of people or companies, at least the tech industries, are doing that now. 'Cause
Yeah.
basically, they're funding for the whatever school or whatever class thing it is. So basically, like you were saying earlier, it's basically just like if it's Google, it's basically just Google's
Right.
class, because they're like, oh, if you complete this,
You come
job.
here. Yeah, Apple too.
Yeah, Apple. They probably all have them
Yeah.
pooled together. Like, you're pretty much 80% guaranteed a job if you
If
do
you
well
do well.
in one of these companies.
So yeah, I can kind of just see university, because like I feel like nowadays the only people who go to university are people who have like a really specific like job that they want, that you can't just go to a certification class, like like I said, engineers is a big one. But why aren't there engineer schools only?
There might be, but they're just not. It's probably easier. There's
go
probably
to
not as many.
university.
I don't know.
But like maybe like people who want to be a biochemist probably got to go to university for that.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
some sort of doctorates. Or,
but at what point is America gonna start telling people like, hey, we're gonna not allow you to do these dumb fucking classes anymore because it's wasting time and money.
Right. Well, I mean, that's why I don't care if they're paying their own money.
Yeah, they're paying their own money,
Because who gives a shit? Like, if I have the extra money, you know.
Well, I don't think it's fair that Jordan wants to go and get his degrees in a field in medical and doesn't get a scholarship when Sally gets a scholarship because she played tennis in high school
Money,
and is going to
baby.
go into some art degree that will never do
Fucking
anything.
anthropology.
Yeah.
Get that shit out of
I think
here.
it's just like they're just putting their.
It's abusing the system, though, kind of.
Yeah, but I think they're just like, you know, this girl's good at tennis. You know, we know if we give her a degree, she's gonna go to school or something. I don't know, but like instead of them just like investing in like, oh, this guy would be, you know, good at medical. Like, you don't know.
Right.
So like, you know, I got pretty much free slick and stopped going. So-
Right.
Well, like, I get things in the mail like, oh, hey, you're eligible for this scholarship because you're black. You're eligible because you're married, because you're adopted. A whole slew of things. I'm just like, not yet.
Yeah, like, that's a lot of work. I just
Yeah, I'm like, it's commitment. I gotta change my schedule. Like, like going to school, definitely gonna change my life.
yeah, going to school and having a job it's a lot of work.
Shitty. School. I like school. I just shit talked it for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I just liked it because the actual act of going there or doing it online, whichever one you decide to do, and sitting down and learning new stuff is fun to me.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for when I went, but I was just doing generals, and it was like, I know all this. I came here because I wanted, like, you know, I was like, oh, it's gonna be dope. I can learn new shit. I was like, oh god, I'm in a class of goddamn idiots, and I'm not
Yeah.
learning shit.
Yeah.
But maybe like, you know, a year or two down the line, it's different. But at the time being, I was like, this is fucking AIDS.
I think it's just like the whole generals thing. It's like, oh, this is shitty, but once you get into like the program or degree that you want to go to, that's when the table starts turning. You're actually doing the fun shit that
Yeah.
you want to do, not the bullshit English, not the fucking math.
Yeah.
Well, or you get stuck in what Daniel Sanders had. Shout out to him if he listened to this one. If I remember right, he got all of his generals and was like a year and a half in his bachelor's, and then he realized what he was doing is something he didn't like.
yeah, a lot of people do that. So they're
You
like,
know,
this sucks.
because then you're so much invested, so you just finish it out and like hope to God that whatever job you find isn't as shitty as what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Or do you start back over?
Alright. That's super common though. I remember the counselor telling me like the average person to graduate from Slick, just a 2-year, you know, community college, was 6 years
Yeah.
because they either switch up what they're doing a lot, or you know, it's Slicks or it's community college, so they're
On and on
working
for,
and
you know, taking one class a
Yeah.
semester.
And see, if I was to do it, I'm gonna do it this spring. I'm gonna do full time during the day, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to work a shit schedule. Like, probably go to school like 7 to 2:30, work 3 to 11, just repeat for 2 years of suck, but come out of it.
Well, and that's what I always think too, is like, if you want to dabble in school, that's cool. But if you actually want to go to school to like finish it, don't just do full time. It's
Right.
gonna suck, but
I honestly kind of want to do an accelerated program,
yeah.
like the accelerated nursing. It's like, boom, nurse in 15 months. You're like,
yeah.
fuck, a year and a few months.
If you do go back to school, do summer semesters too, because summer semesters
Yeah.
are
Aren't they cheaper?
they're
Shorter, I
they're
think.
shorter, so it's a lot more content jam packed into a shorter time. But like, if you take like 5 classes in summer,
Yeah.
you know, it's
I remember
really speeds things up.
because like Joel did that at the U. He graduated with his bachelor's in like 3.5 years
Yeah.
because he took so many fucking classes.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got my plan. It's my new life plan. So I'm gonna get a shit ton of my guy.
Yeehaw!
But I'm gonna get a
Oh,
shit ton of student loans, and I'm just gonna go to school for like 8 years. You know, kind of like Ryan Reynolds.
I was gonna say, what are you, Van Wilder?
Like Van Wilder, be the coolest guy in the school, and then I'm gonna rack up hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I'm just gonna kill myself when it's over.
Hey, there you go.
I'm gonna party for 8 years, and living life. I'm gonna kind of go to class.
Kinda show up every once in a while.
Is that when he's like, A lot of people go to school for 8 years. Yeah, they're called doctors.
Yeah.
Do you think if we could retire at a young age and then work at it when we get older, the suicide rate would be higher?
Hold on. I'm fantastic. I hope you're doing well too.
Doing good, mate.
Ask me the question again. Sorry.
So, do you think if it was reversed, you could retire when you're young, you just have a shitload of money, you do whatever you want. But when you reach, what's the normal retirement age? 65?
64.
64? Boom, you hit 64. Nope, no more playtime. You gotta get a job and you gotta pay back all the money you spent. Do you think that the suicide rate would be through the roof?
Oh, absolutely. Because, like, what age do you hit when, like, your body really starts quitting on you? 50?
55-ish?
50, 55-ish if you're not in immaculate shape.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, for sure. Like, it's just not... Why would I go and work until I die when I could just be, fuck, I lived it. Chalk it up. Like,
That's the plan.
like, there's no way. Yeah.
I'm gonna sound like one of those cool old gentlemen you see that's nice and bronze and they're wearing gold chains still and Speedos.
Yeah.
Partying with 18-year-olds because it's weird, but they're awesome.
I got
the suckers
retired
guy.
twice.
They got a boat.
They got a boat.
Those are the guys I'm into. You superannuation in the U.S. What?
I don't know what that word is.
Superannuation in the U.S. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, I definitely think it would skyrocket.
Yeah. Ooh, so going back to the whole marijuana topic. So, cannabis, well, CBD is legal in all 50 states. So, you can buy legally online or go to stores that are now selling it. I don't know of any off the top of my head. You can buy CBD hemp flower. Looks like weed, smells like weed. It is weed, just like less than 0.3% THC.
So it's a workaround to buy weed.
Mm-hmm.
What, hemp?
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking about?
hemp flower. Yeah.
That's why hemp's illegal too, because people were just growing weed in their hemp fields.
Yeah, I believe it. But yeah, now it's legal in all 50 states. You can buy it online.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah,
Hell
I bought
yeah.
some because I was like, well, I heard CBD has
You just
some
gotta
awesome-
smoke a shit ton of hemp.
Dude, no joke. It's so true. Because,
I smoked 9 bowls today.
dude, it's pretty dirt cheap too. I bought 7 grams for like $20.
Oh, wow.
Just smoked all 7 grams.
Dude, I sure did. All right. My hands really hurt, and I was like, well, I heard CBD helps with like joint pain and stuff. So, you know, I'll just. I'm like, wow, like my hands aren't hurting, and I was like, oh man, I just want to. It was super relaxing. There was no head high, and then like the 4th, 5th bowl in, I'm like, I'm high.
Pretty cool.
It was. I was like, this is a legal way to get high.
All right.
It's like 401k. Superannuation is a tax-effective way to save for your retirement. It's similar to a managed fund, where your money is pooled with other members of the money invested on your behalf by professional investment managers. Generally, you will not be able to access this money until you retire. I got high for the first... Oh, yeah, but it sounds
So
like
it's
what's
like-
that, 401k?
Yeah,
it's a 401k.
Yeah.
I like the 401k, but you can take it out. You just get penalized
Get
for
your
it.
fuck.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's not worth.
Dude, I had my 401k at the hospital for like, maybe like less than a month and a half. I have like $1,000 in there already.
Yeah, I took my 401k out from my last job, and they hit you with a lot of taxes.
I believe.
Real quick.
401k
Euphoric.
is nice.
He said, I got high for the first time in 10 months the other week. Was that when you were fishing?
Yeah. Doing some fishing.
I was jealous. I was going fishing the next day, but you were on a boat. And
Yeah, Euphoric. When you first started watching us, I remember you talking about you were stopping the weed smoking for a while, and
Hey, it's good for you to take breaks.
yeah, it revitalizes you.
I personally just like this high CBD, like no THC stuff. It's different.
I haven't smoked since. Well, someone allegedly gave us edibles, and those were pretty cool.
Dude, edibles are way fun.
And then the last time I smoked was that little baby joint that someone allegedly may have gave me.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't see why it's illegal still.
It's just
It's
silly.
You have rum? Damn.
We've talked about it a lot.
I know.
And like I don't know many people who still just aren't on board for at least medical. Like
I think a lot of people are. It was like
aren't.
Are.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is I don't know many people who aren't.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's on the ballot this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll
Man,
just
I bet they're
see
gonna
if.
make it's so hard to get a card here.
Oh.
They'll be such sticklers.
No way. There'll be someone. Like,
Oh yeah, there's gonna be Dr. fucking
And then I just
Bush.
I just don't eat for like, 1 meal a day for a week, so I get real skinny like I do when I'm out place. I go,
I'm anorexic.
I can't eat unless I'm high.
My metabolism's too crazy. Huh?
And then Forrest becomes the plug.
I'm just like fucked up all the time. Oh, anorexia. I just gain 100 pounds. And I have a card that says anorexia.
See, the one thing I disagree with though is like it's legal in the States, but then you can get in trouble at your job if they drug test you. Unless you live in Oregon, they passed that law that's like,
Yeah, they
hey,
can't.
you can smoke all the pot you want, just don't get high at work, and they drug test you, you won't lose your job.
All right. You guys like rum? Yeah, I like rum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rum's good.
I think it just has to have the same laws as alcohol. I think weed should just have all the same laws as alcohol. Don't do it. 21. Don't do it in public. Don't do it at work. You can do all these things if you want.
I was like,
but there's
my favorite
Wait,
places.
In Colorado, though, they're actually opening up smoke stations. I think they're called
Yeah.
green spots, where people can come together and smoke and get high in public. I mean,
Yeah, no, I think it just should have the like. I know. Yeah, he says he wants to make it federally.
We'll see.
I think it just same rules. Like, don't smoke and drive. I know that it makes some people
Come
better
on.
drivers.
No, you're pushing it way too much.
what about those?
All right, anti-fun.
Okay, let's be real though. What about the people who get super anxious driving? They're like, "Fuck! Oh, they're super nervous behind the wheel." It's like, dude, just smoke a bowl, just chill, just drive.
Oh, so you're saying that'll help them? Now, see.
Yeah, see, I'm agreeing with you. Some people it does help.
Yeah, I'm gonna give two sides of stories here. There was allegedly someone who wears black T-shirts often who comes on this podcast named
I was like,
rhymes with Cecily, who may have allegedly have smoked and drove a couple times.
Yeah.
Now, this person is dumb sometimes and shouldn't do those things, but that's beyond the point. Yeah, what a fucking idiot. So, one time was with our friend whose name rhymes with Bamler, and we were going to go pick someone up, and those two people got schmacked, just really high, and one person decided to drive. Funnest thing ever. I had a great time. It was fucking, like, enjoyable. The wind was hitting my face, feeling great. I was giggling. Just a good old time. Hey, Still City, you raiding us?
Hey,
My man.
Hey.
Welcome everyone from Still City. We're telling stories of allegedly people driving high. So if you like that,
Fucking assholes.
hype. So pull up to. That's a lot of hype.
Damn.
I can't say that much hype.
No way.
Hype to the 50th power. So there's a stoplight. I'm like 45 yards away. I see that stoplight, hit my brakes. And the person sitting in the car next to me says, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "There's a stoplight." And he's all like, "Why are you stopped here?" And I looked at it, I'm like, "What do you mean? There's a stoplight. I'm not going to run it." And he's like, "You're like 45 yards away." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then drove up a little bit more. So, like, no, I wasn't really, like, I'm definitely not reckless. But
You're extra cautious.
extra cautious.
There was a dude that was doing that on State Street one time. Chandler told the story, but, like, he was, like, a car would stop in front of me, and there was, like, 5 car lengths room. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Oh, you expect me to say it all? Fuck, okay.
That's way too many.
Can I do it in one breath?
Let's go. Hi.
That's got to be at least half of them.
Perfect.
So, you guys ever done dab?
Negative.
Oh,
Just on my haters.
they're rough, dude. They're rough.
No, I haven't, and I don't really want to.
Dude, it's crazy.
Because, like, for me, pipe. Yeah. For me, I go with such breaks in between my intakes of the bush plant that it doesn't take a lot to get me fucked up.
Me every fucking time.
Yeah.
I just want to die.
So I feel like I'm not hating on people who smoke dabs because you do your thing. It's still smoking weed.
It's crazy.
I feel like that's for people who
have
smoked a lot and have that tolerance built up.
It's crazy.
I certainly don't. I would probably just...
I feel like if I smoked a dab, I just wouldn't have a good time, and I'd be way more high than I need to be.
So, if it becomes federally legal, are you going to smoke more?
Yes.
Same.
I don't know. I got beer still.
It depends. Federally legal meaning I will smoke more when I can go to a pot shop.
Yeah, like if it becomes legal in the state of Utah, like no worries in the world.
Yes,
like
I will
we can smoke
more.
in the studio.
Yes, I will smoke more.
Yeah, I agree. I think everybody needs to.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But that's the golden thing is like,
Not
you
everybody.
don't
Have the
to.
option.
Yeah,
but-
you have the option.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would like most. Because like, in my living situation currently, which is my living situation because it is my choice, I'm not trying to bash it, I would have a lot of negative repercussions if I were to be caught smoking where I live.
Yeah, I feel you.
And probably cause more problems than that would be worth getting high. But if it was federally legal, not much that could be said.
Like I say, I always hate doing this, but like referring to Joe is just like, we can drink a glass of whiskey
Hey, Salty.
and
Ayo.
nobody cares. But you smoke a joint, everybody loses their mind. I'm like,
Hey, you Toasted.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like my parents, your parents, generation. They're like, that's bad. That you can't do that. That's really bad for you. I'm like,
But that's the thing. Everyone who's like 30 and under,
The good book.
the good book says no.
That's what I do to stoners. I whack them and I
bring
say,
out the snakes.
I say, get out of my house. dude."
Snakes. Just got both of them. I think that everyone who's 30 and under, give or take, like there's obviously older people and younger people who are against it, but like they're starting to realize that it's silly that we could drink ourselves to death, but I can't.
Smoke yourself to death.
Well, I can't go get weed.
You can't. That's why it's illegal. If I want to die happy, I'll die fucking.
Like Tom Segura said, he's like, when we were kids, you'd have to go like 3 hours. Go to like the guy's trailer, and he'd say, "Hey, wait here," and he'd be like,
that was so funny. He's like, if anyone comes, blast him.
Blast 'em.
And then he's like, but don't shoot my mom. He's like, I think I need a description.
Yeah, and then it's like, I'm gonna remember those times. Like when I have kids, if I have kids, it's gonna be like, when I was your age, we had to do some pretty not sketchy stuff. You go in a guy's apartment and walk out 5 minutes later with
Yeah.
a baggie that stinks.
Especially here, it's not too bad.
No
Yeah.
way. The day I want is the day that all drugs are legal. Every one of them. If I want to shoot up heroin in the gutter, I can goddamn do it.
Why don't you move to Amsterdam?
There you
That'd
go.
be so funny though. Like, all drugs are legal. Wesley comes. I'm just like,
Aren't all drugs legal in Amsterdam?
I think it's actually more strict than like people think it is. I don't know. I just heard someone talk. I don't know. I can't remember talking about going to Amsterdam. And they said it's actually like kind of hard to get stuff. It's just like certain things are decriminalized or something. I can't remember.
probably.
Like I go, like you can buy like magic mushroom truffles and stuff.
Yeah.
And like I was like, whoa, you can buy this stuff online, and it's like, yeah, only like certain countries in Europe. I was like, oh wow.
Well, and I lost my train of thought.
Mr. Abraham Lincoln and the forefathers grew marijuana fields.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, George Washington even said
Yeah,
some
George
of my
Washington.
fondest moments were smoking hemp on my back porch or something. It's one of the presidents. I'm like, that's why.
Benjamin Franklin. Old Benji.
Oh, Benji, all about the Benjamins.
Yeah, I think the only reason why is it sucks because like
I can't remember. Wasn't there like a money thing why it became illegal?
Yeah, it was the hemp industry
cheaper.
was making a lot more money than the tree industry, and they're like,
Yeah.
no!
So
Or paper industry.
legalized it, but and the other thing that sucks is I feel like the only reason why it's continued for so long is they started so much negative propaganda against weed that it's taken, how many years?
Jeff Sessions?
Yeah.
No.
That's my guy.
I've heard he's nice.
Don't say that.
And that's I heard that too as a joke. I was talking about it when he's like, everyone that meets him says he's like hard to hate because they said like he's genuinely like when you talk to him a good person.
Yeah.
But he's just got this one thing.
He's just like, good people don't smoke marijuana.
Yeah.
It's like, good people don't smoke cigarettes.
True.
They don't.
Couldn't agree more, Jeff.
Do you think that
Weed, heroin, couldn't agree more.
right?
Same class, schedule
Same
1.
thing.
Weed's been around for a long time. Might even be longer than alcohol.
Plants have been around since the Stone Age. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's whack.
I'd rather be around a high person than a drunk person.
Depends. Depends on the person, because
Like, I like I'll get drunk with my friends, but like I love getting drunk with you, Forrest.
Thank you.
It's always a good
You
time.
can have one.
I think that
Yeah.
I think the thing is though is like
Thanks, guy.
I can consistently be around people who are high and not want to rip my brain out, where people who get really shitty, it's like hit and miss.
Yeah, it goes either way.
Yeah, because like you either get like people like Forrest who like, I can't really think of many times besides when I had to see his asshole where I was like, I don't like being around Forrest drunk.
Other than that, golden.
Other than that, he's the golden god.
I don't know.
But then like, he's a very few minority because a lot of people I know when they get drunk, I'm like, oh my god,
You've seen me in both
don't
states.
get drunk. Like,
they can't crack jokes like this
yeah.
guy.
Like, I don't know. I've been drunk on here. Been a few things on here.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like because we all know those people who are like drunk, they're a different person.
I know somebody.
Yeah, I know somebody too.
My stepdad
Your stepdad.
beats me.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't. He's not a fan of you.
Stepdad Richard.
He comes in. He's like, "Those tattoos on your skin, I don't like them."
Get that.
Smacks you.
Get that
You're
Millennium,
not my real father.
take
outta
the
here.
Millennium Falcon off your arm, damn it.
Does she have needles? Not in Richard's house.
Shooting up.
Thanks. Sorry.
Oh my God, Elon Musk boys. I think the closest thing.
Alright, it's dropping frames, but it'll be back. Sorry.
I think the closest thing the Bible says about marijuana is, "And I giveth you all the green on the earth." So if anything,
What's this?
Christians should be for legalization.
What's the scripture, Salty?
Wow, I like the change of office location. Yeah, we are. This is the Mormon church. Beautiful, the view. What are real reasons, like right now, that weed's not legal?
Jeff Sessions. No, I'm just kidding. I do think
Kinda,
it is
yeah.
the older generation because, like we said, they grew up in a time it's like, it's bad. It's just
Is it just because they run the office?
maybe. I feel like if there was like people maybe this generation or like the past generation who are kind of more experienced with it, they're like, yeah, it's a plant. Like, let's make it legal.
Because I think my parents are right on the cusp, where I don't know if they know many people in their like inner circle of peers who are stoners. But for us,
That's a lot of people.
that's a lot of people, and a lot of people that I know who are like firsthand know that are super successful. Know a lot of people who are doing the same thing I'm doing, and I know a lot of people who are doing worse than I'm doing. But
Yeah.
lots of stoners.
Yeah, I personally don't think it makes you a bad person.
Absolutely not.
I think that, like I said, I'm all for it. I think it's cool.
What you do in your house, like, should we have the argument too, like the whole gay rights thing? Like, why do people care?
Yeah, right?
I can tell you.
To put your Bible away.
Can I read you my favorite scripture? Okay. Let your women keep silence in churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, and I also saith as it is the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for women to speak in church.
Is that
Close your mouth, cunts!
Isn't that the same verse somewhere where it says if they are, how do they word it? If thigh is bleeding, not allowed in church premises or something like that. So if they're on their fucking period, they can't go to church.
They can't speak, and I'm sick of these goddamn women speaking in church when the fucking Lord told you not to. So you keep speaking at my church, I'm like, beat you, cunts.
I hate when like there's scriptures like that, and then everyone's like, "Oh well, that was the Old Testament."
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what the difference is between the Old Testament and the New Testament? Another dude just read it.
Yeah. Euphoric
Wrote it,
says
excuse
stigma. Yeah, probably stigma. I think here in Utah specifically, I think we can all agree it's probably that thing that we
Genesis
found out
9:3.
They got
Genesis.
they got a lot of money in that big farm, that big pharma.
Yep.
Lots of billions in there that they don't want medical marijuana to ruin.
Well, did you see the DEA was like gonna try and make CBD illegal?
Yeah, of course.
I'm like, that's so crazy. It's like, if you abuse it, you can get high, but
you're right. If you're in there taking lots of drops on your tongue, you might get a little so-so.
Well, like you can buy like CBD gummies online, right? I did. You know what? I had like 5 of those things. They're tasty. You know what? I was high.
I have to partake in some CBD.
Dude, CBD's cool. It's weird.
Genesis 9:3.
So I'm gonna advertise this now, and give us like a week or so. But for everyone watching, we have a Patreon down below. Forrest and I are going to do something on Patreon different. We're going to go through the Bible and commentate on the Bible. First episode you can probably see.
Oh, here, you were right, Salty.
Maybe this Friday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Friday.
I'll read Salties real quick.
Damn, I want to be here, but I'll be out of town. Dang it.
Where are you going?
Going to Texas.
Oh, let's hear this, and then I want to hear about
Okay.
Texas.
Every morning thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things. The green herb.
Jesus.
Oh wait, herb.
I was
Damn, have I been smoking? I called it a herb.
Damn.
I got too much of a habit because my ex I would do it on purpose because like she would get so mad. So every time we go Subway, I'll go, "Can I get Italian herbs and cheese?"
Herbs.
So now I do it without thinking. The
No.
herb.
Dude, that's a cool verse. I bet Jesus smoked.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus was one high trigger pie.
Well, you know something.
Yeah.
Something interesting I read was it was Jewish scholars, I believe. They think that Moses took DMT when he was talking to the flaming bush.
Yeah.
Because I guess the bush was like part of the acacia tree, which is like a very well-known DMT plant. And,
Yeah.
like they'd make tea out of it. I was like,
Well, yeah, that's what a lot of people think is the burning bush was, gave him the trip.
Oh, like I said, that burning bush, baby.
take off
kinda
your
what I said.
shoes. This land's holy. He's like,
So I have an interesting idea. So you kind of believe the stoned ape theory, right?
yeah, I believe.
Parts of it.
Yeah. It's a cool concept, I should say.
Yeah, because there's no evidence. There's no
Yeah.
hardcore evidence.
See, I hate that about it. It's called the stoned ape theory. I'm like, it's not. There's nothing been proven about it. It's a hypothesis.
Right.
Yeah, it's a
So-
cool idea for sure.
Do you think it would be worth it? Let's say, because there's going to be lots of animal activists and vegans who'd probably be upset at this idea. But what if, let's say, we found a small group of primates somewhere and we started feeding them mushrooms?
Dude, I mean,
No,
Damn, that's
Yeah.
fucked up.
why is that fucked up? Hear me out.
you want these?
Get high, you don't. It's like when they used to use that as torture techniques. Like they'd give them so much LSD that they would trip so hard they would just start confessing stuff to make it stop.
No, okay, hear me out. I'm not saying drop them like just ounces of mushrooms and say, "Hey,
Eat these,
Put
you
those in your
idiots.
mouth.
Stuffed mushrooms.
but what if there was like a pack of like 15 or 20 and we started
I like
I don't know
that.
what you call 'em.
Me neither. That's-
10 grams of psilocybin mushrooms.
Yeah, what do they call a group of monkeys?
yeah, herd.
That continue.
I don't know.
Goddamn herd of grazing monkeys.
Isn't a flock of crows called a murder or something like
I
that?
don't
Maybe
know.
it's a murder of
a
primates.
tribe.
Yeah, a tribe.
Of
Turkeys? Why was that the top searched one?
A barrel.
A troop?
a carload.
A carload.
Or cartload.
Okay, so let's take
A troop or barrel. Man,
So-
no, what do they call it? Like
monkeys in a barrel.
Connections.
a whole barrel of monkeys.
So let's say we take like a troop of 15 primates monkeys, okay, and we start giving them mushrooms, but we start like microdosing it, and then over like, you know, a period of like 5 years, we start giving them a little bit more each time we give it to them. Do you think we'll start seeing progression in their progression?
Would we be giving them the tools to progress, or would they have to?
No.
Okay.
So I'm talking like,
Straight
what
up.
if we could visualize what happened with us? What if we start seeing like these monkeys sit down and they start contemplating and they start putting things together and they start noticing like
It's just
they're
the
building
meme
a
of the math
consciousness.
equations going on.
Yeah.
Why not?
So, because that's the only way that you could ever test the stoned ape theory is if we did it with something like that. Now, I imagine that if that is what happened with us, it happened over generations and generations and generations. But if we could do it in like a test situation where they were safe and, you know, we weren't fucking murdering them with the mushroom intake.
Alright. So,
Because it expands your consciousness, right? So if we
Yeah.
started expanding consciousnesses that are tiny, they're going to start, like, having inner monologues and
They
start,
start
having...
making hella s'mores and listening to the Beatles and shit.
what about giving like a dolphin psychedelics? Things are
They're
smart.
already smart enough. They're smart enough.
They already got laser dolphins
Yeah.
roaming free, so
So, do you think maybe somewhere in the wild, because you know that we have like, there's millions of tribes in like the Amazon that we haven't discovered
Right.
yet. What if there was just a group of like primate-ish people?
I think there is.
I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me.
they found some monkeys that what they're considering to be getting into the Stone Age.
Mm-hmm.
They're like using stone or rocks as hammers and stuff. Like they're starting to use tools. Like they think that, you know, humans when they start like basically Neanderthals.
Yeah, because
So-
we come from Neanderthals, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
some of us.
yeah, some of us.
There was like 3 different species of human or homos.
Homo sapiens, yeah.
So,
Oh, really? What is it?
Let's see. There was like pygmies, and then Neanderthals, and then humans. And they think that the reason that we are what we are is because the human Homo sapiens raped and murdered all the other ones. Let's see.
Dang.
3
Lots of grapes.
of Homo genius. Let's see. So 3 types. Let's see. Fuck. What is that? Would be a type of thing.
Homo sapiens?
Well, there's Homo
Yeah,
sapien,
that's
Homo
one of them.
eroticus, something. Not Homo,
Yeah.
like not
Yeah,
it's
no,
not like
yeah.
that, but
I thought that was it. I'm pretty sure that's right.
of Homo. Duh.
Sapiens? I don't know if that's what you want to look
3
up.
types. Different type of human. Oh, humanoid. There we go. 7 species of Homo. Oh, so 7. I didn't know 7. I thought it was only 3.
I wonder if it'll show pictures of what they like looked like.
Homo sapiens. Let's see. Let's see. Homo head. Oh, whatever. So
Whoa.
probably Neanderthals is that one.
Whoa, dude.
That's why when people have like the brow line. Oh, so that one. Homo Rudolph. Damn.
That's where black people come from.
God damn it.
Native Americans.
Oh no, that one.
Oh, looks like a freaking Zuni doll. From the
Yes, apparently there's a bunch of them. Oh,
Oh.
Homo erectus. That's Neanderthal.
Yeah.
That's why the thick brow line. I have it just because I got punched in the face with a fucking key, but when people are like Westbrook has that in him, like you can tell, like you can have like your DNA tested somehow, and they can tell you.
Yeah.
But
I'm
like
doing it right
they say
now.
you can look at him and like, yeah, he was. Oh, Neanderthals. Never mind. So that
yeah,
wasn't
I'm
just
actually doing the 23andMe DNA test.
Homo
with
sapiens us.
Ancestry and health.
So yeah, so
That's
there's
crazy.
7. we were just the winners.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, they are the ugliest. I don't know. I think
But we could grow beards.
So
The other one's-
Oh, never mind.
So could all of them, I think.
Damn, they're all... Damn.
that one's.
I
that
must
one's
be that
spooky.
guy because I can't grow beard.
What do you think that race is? Like, if you were to.
I don't know.
I
I
ain't
wonder...
touching that question on a 20-foot pole. That ain't happening.
Did some scientists give some monkeys currency? Yeah. But the funny thing is, they were just giving it all to the women and just...
Running trains
Yeah.
on them.
So Toasted Iron says,
Say.
all right, here's my new statement. Alcohol has been legal for most of the time since its invention, where there has been a long period of time that weed has been illegal.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely
you're
see-
right. You're right.
Yeah, alcohol's been legal longer than marijuana, probably.
You
I
tried.
don't know.
America tried to ban alcohol, though.
Baby, I wish it was
Prohibition!
I wish it was. Because I want to just...
Drink moonshine.
I want to drink moonshine and have a still in the mountains. Wear
You get your-
overalls.
You get your alcohol from Bill Bob up in the corner, and
That's what will be me. I will only wear overalls. It's just me already. No shoes, no shirt.
I come
That's
up.
life.
Everything's normal except Forrest just is super hillbilly. You go, hey Forrest, how are you? He's like, oh, it's been a goddamn day out there, man. Want some bit of moonshine?
I was going to look it up, but I got...
Forrest, you drunk? It's 9 a.m. We don't stop. We don't stop up here.
That's so crazy to think there's 7 different groups. Once I get my results, I'll have to like bring them on here.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Moved to North Carolina. They still that here for Well, did you see the law that everyone's getting pissed about that they did in North Carolina?
What?
That if a woman revokes consent halfway through sex, that the man still has the right to finish. So,
Oh!
North
Or, like-
Carolina, you fucking up.
so you can just like basically, you know, do that word.
It's salty. Move to Utah, family. Yeah, but it didn't actually get rid of alcohol. You're right, but at the same time, when they banned weed, weed's never left either. Weed's
yeah,
always been around.
yeah. It doesn't matter how illegal something is. People are always gonna find a way to get
And
it.
that's what I don't get too. Like, people need to start
I got pee real quick.
because we've talked about that too. Like, I'm kind of on board with the whole idea of like making every drug legal, but at the same time, like, how many people would start trying harder stuff?
Ugh. See, I just don't have the desire.
I don't either. But do you think the numbers would stay the same, or do you think the numbers would go up?
I don't know, honestly. I know that the more drugs that are legal, the more the percentage of crime goes down.
Right.
The crime rate goes down for drugs that are legal.
But what I'm saying is, like, what's with the Salt Lake City Temple background? Isn't it beautiful?
Trying
Food
to-
bucket?
Trying to make some people mad.
It's just our beautiful, you know,
Mascot.
view. What was I going to say? What I mean, though, is, like, the amount of people who do, like, meth and heroin now, do you think that number would go up if it was legal?
Maybe.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
I think it would. I don't want there to be more meth heads than heroin addicts.
Yeah.
Or do you think it will just... It will go up because the people who choose to do it would have done it anyways?
That's such a tough question. I don't know. I would like to think that there's better people out there than the people who want to smoke meth. Like, sorry, meth is a trashy drug, and if I personally think if you do meth or heroin, like, you're kind of trash.
Oh, for sure.
Like, don't do that shit.
That's the new view from their new place. It's
That's
beautiful,
not
isn't
the view from their new place. I mean, it is Salt Lake.
That's
I
what
just-
Toasted Iron says. That's the new view.
Oh.
So, I don't know. That's so tough. But then again, there's those people who do like crocodile and shit that like
Yeah.
eat your skin, your bone starts to show. It's like, you know, that's so bad for you, but it's cheaper than heroin. It's more addicting, and you're gonna like really pay the consequences of that. Like,
Hey, just a few miles south of us. Well, fucking dope.
Nice.
We're up in the Bountiful area, so however close you are to there.
Beer makes me feel good. I love it. I feel like if I stopped drinking for good, I'd be like getting some moisture. I'm like a dried up sponge right now, just dehydrating from all the booze, and then like I stop drinking and I'm flourishing.
If you're in Salt Lake City, where I live here, if you want drugs to be legalized, boys, I'm by Draper. Oh, okay, so yeah, you're close by us.
I'm not saying I want drugs to be illegal. I'm just saying.
No, just having the conversation of like, is it worth it to legalize all drugs? I mean, I think we're on the border of pot being at least decriminalized here within a year or two. So I think, pot will just be something that'll be normal basis as alcohol will be here soon.
I don't know. I'm also kind of like in the bind. Like, I don't even care if it's illegal because if I want it, it's not that hard to go find it.
It's true.
So I'm like, I have like no reason to argue. But then again, like, I don't do drugs.
Right.
Me neither.
Not a single
I
drug.
drink. That's about it.
He goes. Oh yeah, he was telling me last night I was playing games. He has a bar on campus.
Oh, really?
Where do you go, North Cal? And I was like, that really makes me want to go through my plan. Racking up debt, going to the bar on campus. I have an issue with pot being decriminalized, but hard drugs pose a serious issue.
You live in Utah, so do you think that pharmaceuticals pose a big issue as well, though?
Oh yeah, fucking opiates, hella. Like, I think, I don't know, I'd rather someone be on weed than...
Yeah, and I definitely don't think we should legalize all drugs.
Oh, I think so. If Nana wants to smoke crack at church, let Nana smoke crack at church.
I'm torn. Because that's what I was saying when you were going out. Let's say, if all drugs are legal, does the number of people who are going to start using crazy drugs, like hardcore drugs, go up?
Probably not. It probably will at first, but I think anyone that wants to do heroin's already doing heroin.
Well, that's what I mean, though.
So, it may have a peak for a little bit, but it'll definitely drop back off.
Like people being like, oh, well, since I can try it, might as well try it.
Oh, for sure. Like, right when it starts, it's going to go up, But I think it would even out after a while.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if you want to do all these hard drugs, let's just get everybody who wants to do it. Just say, hey, if you want to do this, cool. We're taking you all to an island. Get as high as you want. We'll see you in a couple of years. Maybe they'll succeed. Maybe they won't. Maybe we'll come back. They'll all be dead.
Right?
Dead bodies all with needles.
Absolutely. Foo. Usage hasn't really gone down. Where can I find you on social media and we'll get in contact?
What?
Oh, he was saying, so you guys stream close, you want to do an episode together?
I mean, if it was all taxable regulations, then how would you feel about that?
Yeah, I'll follow you on Twitch right now, my guy.
That's my question. Just like everything else. Should there be taxes and regulations on it? Or should it just be like...
Oh, for sure.
Because I'm like, they do a lot of good. Maybe. With pot, they've already done so much with taxes. I'm like, oh, could you imagine if everything else was legal?
And maybe it'll be one of those things, too, where scientists take over the drug creation. So
Damn, drugs get better?
Yeah, drugs just get a lot better, and they just, hey, you can do heroin, but there's not going to be any negative side effects. Because I
heard you feel real good.
Because, I think that will happen one day. I think scientists are going to take over, and they're like, hey, you guys want to do this drug? It's called Florpnark, and it's going to get you higher than a kite.
Florpnark?
Yeah, dude, we're talking
no
future.
Side effects either.
100% tax on pot. Pay for my roads, please. Yeah.
Right.
And thanks for the follow, Foo.
Yeah,
we'll get
appreciate
in contact.
it. Yeah, I joke. I don't actually want to do, heroin.
No,
Yeah, I don't
definitely
wanna
not.
do- no
Absolutely not.
Most of what I say is sarcastic. So
Yeah.
For anyone that's listening and thinks I'm serious.
This is the show. We're just going to
Yeah.
talk.
You got to entertain.
This is a talk show. It's what we do.
And all stories I tell are alleged.
Yeah.
Unless it's on Patreon, then it's just probably true.
Yeah.
Go follow our Patreon. It's fun.
Yeah,
It's going to get
I'm
fun.
on a few Patreon episodes, aren't I? One?
Exclusives?
Yeah, I think so.
I think there's 2 on there, and then I'm going to post 2 more tonight. I was going to post them last night, but my power went out for 8 hours.
I see what you did, Salty. Fuck off.
Potholes.
Oh, wow. You see those things where Domino's is like, you send us your address, we'll fix your roads.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Wait, what?
They are... Because Domino's is kind of killing it in the pizza game. They set up something where if you have potholes in your roads and there's a Domino's in the area, they might go and fix
Probably
the
because
potholes.
they don't want their drivers driving on it too, so it's a
Well,
win-win.
Sure.
They get this fucking hella mad rep, and then
Toasted iron. Heck out of here.
Yeah, so it's decisions.
I always thought I blocked it because you said thought.
I always thought that Domino's was BS. How dare you? I tossed pizza there for 4 years.
Do you remember when Pornhub was
It's not
plowing
the only
people's
thing it does.
roads? That was cool.
Yeah, shoot me a whisper, whatever,
What-
when you have a chance,
Pornhub's
man.
what?
It's
Rare
rare
to
to see a real show like this. Again, by following largely from casting Counter-Strike Go.
Nice.
But talk shows didn't really exist back then on Twitch. Haha. Good to see some around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's growing. Aussie Man's on here now. He's huge and killing the talk show thing.
Yeah, we'll definitely hit you up though. and
Yeah.
plan a day out.
Love to connect with new people, especially locals.
Yeah.
Utah's
Other streamers and locals, win-win.
Yeah, win-win. Got a couple people on the ducket too who want to ducket. Is that what you said? Bucket? I don't know what word. Don't look at me like that.
What did you just say?
Nothing. Got a couple people who are also doing their podcast thing that might come on too soon. So
Oh, nice.
leave me alone, man. We have this pizza place in Pasadena where they make pie crust pizza. Where they make pie crust pizza, make you cum in your mouth. Damn.
Damn.
Dude, you know what the best
Damn, you just eat this pie. And, oh.
Right in
Damn,
my
which was
mouth.
better?
Right.
This was a little bit more salty.
Pie crust pizza. That sounds so weird.
Pie crust pizza. That's what.
Is it thick?
Is it like thin crust or just like what is it? Like
Pan?
thin
Deep
pan?
dish?
Yeah, is that what it is?
So,
It's-
Pan pizza.
you know what the best pizza is? Freaking an Alfredo, chicken Alfredo pizza with spinach.
Tasty.
Holy shit, dude, that thing is amazing.
I like the pizza that I eat.
Pizza's like sex. Even if it's like kind of shitty, you're like,
Still.
Would you eat a pizza with anchovies on it though?
no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had a pizza.
Just like I wouldn't. Just like I wouldn't.
Don't say that fucking word. Salty's gonna remember.
Anchovies. It's gonna happen sometime.
Yeah, I always forget.
I said
that.
I'd do it with you.
Yeah,
did
I
say
genuinely do forget.
I do
that.
too.
It's not that until this happens.
Time is it?
Someone says anchovies.
It's anchovies and milk.
Well,
Pizza's
the first
weird.
time I threw up on the street.
Yeah, right.
I remember that.
Pizza's weird for me. Working somewhere with pizza for so long, I tried so many weird things that I just like plain old pizza now. Like,
Pepperoni and cheese.
no, I'm a pineapple guy. Fight me,
Pineapple is good too. Barbecue chicken.
pineapple.
Man, did you see that? Someone posted a picture, and it was the pizza flavored Pringles, and they put one little slice of pineapple on there, and everyone's like, "I hate you."
Did you see the one where it was Bill Hader and he had the pizza one? And he's like, watch, and he put barbecue on. He's like, barbecue pizza.
What a guy.
I was like, damn, he's living the fucking dreams.
Oh, isn't he gonna be in the new It movie?
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking good.
A good cast on that for
Yeah.
sure. I didn't know that. So you know the movie Evolution. It has what's Mulder, David Duchovny in it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Sean William Scott. It's real good. The asteroid comes down, and then there's little like single cell organisms on it, and it just starts evolving really fast.
Isn't that?
No.
Isn't
And
that
it's a really good movie. It turns into like basically a giant Head and Shoulders ad.
Oh no, I have no idea.
Oh
Never
man,
heard of
we
it.
gotta watch that. It's so good. It's like Sean William Scott, but yeah, and David Duchovny. But my dad was watching it because it's on Amazon Prime, and he was watching it before I left. And apparently, David Duchovny turned down a spot in Star Wars Episode 2 to do that movie.
Oh, weird.
He was gonna be a character in Star Wars.
Who would he have
I
been?
don't- they probably were just doing it, Agent Mulder in Star Wars. But like, I don't know who he was gonna play.
Damn, that'd been so cool.
Yeah,
I don't know if he fucked up or not.
I don't know. That movie's real good.
And if you look at Star Wars cast members, they kind of don't have the best track record.
Did you see what's her name that played Padme?
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, did you see she did do you remember her old rap she did with
Oh yeah,
she did a part 2?
yeah, it's so good.
So funny.
Did you see that she was on Hot Ones?
Holland, no.
Yeah, she was on the
She had a kid barely.
the Hot Wings.
Yeah.
She was one of the guests.
Mm.
It's pretty good. She Didn't know she was a vegan. Didn't know she wrote a book about how killing animals is bad.
She didn't know?
I didn't know that she did.
Oh, I was going to say, she seems like kind of a pretentious woman.
Killing
Yeah.
animals is bad. What are you talking about? It's primal.
I know. My dad is wanting to do it, and they was talking about it on Joe Rogan, but the carnivore diet.
Yeah.
Where all you eat is just meat.
Well, yeah, no chicken, though. You just eat, like, no
Red.
vegetables, but, like, red meat, beef, no bread, just get rid of carbs. It's just stuff like that.
Because it helps with, like, inflammation, I've heard. But it's so bad if you just eat meat, though.
Well, yeah, that's what you do it for a little while, then.
So, this is going to be funny coming from a fat guy, so. Chat, I already know. There was the lady who was on Joe Rogan's podcast who wrote the book, something fat, and her studies, she studied for like 28 years or something like that. She believes that fats aren't bad for you and cholesterol doesn't give you heart disease.
It's sugar.
It's sugar.
Yeah.
It's the most addicting drug in the world.
So
He lost 30 pounds in 90 days.
So what from red meat is going to be really bad for you after a while? Too much iron?
I don't know, honestly. I just heard it's bad, so I say it's bad.
Yeah,
Right.
so that's all they eat is beef, pork, fish. Oh, they don't. The one I saw, they don't eat chicken or turkey. They don't eat light meat. They eat beef, pork, and fish.
Right.
Which is good, because you get all your like omega-3s from your fish, all your proteins.
Well, and the thing is fish is the best meat for you.
Yeah, fish is good.
Like, it has
Some-
so much
Unless
shit.
it's seafood these days.
Oh, well,
like,
yeah.
I was starting to get early on, what is it? The metal poisoning from eating too much tuna because I didn't know that was a thing, and I was eating hella tuna.
You were getting metal poisoning from that?
No, you can get it because of the
mercury in the water.
mercury, yeah. I was like, if you eat, it says not to eat more than 4 cans of tuna in a week, and I was eating it daily just because I fucking would get home from, I don't know, I just go through cycles where, because I don't have much to eat at home, or variety-wise, so I get sick of chili and microwavable burritos. So I was just eating a can of tuna with some crackers, and, like, I was like, this is real good, and I was looking up, I was like, I'm probably so healthy, so I looked up the health benefits of tuna. It's like, don't eat more than 4 cans a week. It's like, you'll probably be okay, but if you start eating it every day, you'll start getting mercury poisoning. And like, I was getting headaches, and for no reason. I don't get headaches ever. I was like, why am I getting headaches? And it's because eating too much tuna.
That's crazy.
ban sugar, iron. It's a cardiovascular problem, but heck, dude, I've done keto multiple times. I'm still alive. See, and I fucked up. I was on the keto diet going hard, and then, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I've kind of cut back on a lot of things. I'm just like, oh, it's probably not good for me. And like, when I need a little pick-me-up, that's like what I listen to Joe. He's just like, you gotta eat healthy.
It's true.
Damn, okay, hold on. Up here, I didn't see a bunch of chat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, sorry. David Duchovny probed? Crazy, he's been probed like for 25 years. Ever heard a coyote scream? I have. It's pretty wild. Even mercury is nasty. Yeah, mercury's because it doesn't help us at all.
Yeah.
We have no use for it. You just have to stop eating stuff with mercury for a while to get it out of your goddamn body.
That's crazy. All that arsenic
Yeah.
poisoning and shit.
I wanted to see exactly how much. I think it was like, let's see.
I want to go hunting this year. We should all go.
I am.
Hey, his family hunts every year.
Yeah. I was eating deer steak last night.
Sorry, Mom, I'm coming.
Let's go with my paw. Do you have hunter safety?
I don't really. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Because if you have hunter, you have to get hunter safety, get big game tags. But you can do it online. You just take like a $20 course, and then at the end of the course, you just go meet up and shoot one day. Just shoot 22s, and then you can. It may be different. Maybe I don't even need it anymore, but.
See, my problem is I've always wanted to go, especially with you guys, because I think it'd be a good time, like just to go out and do it. And I feel like I'm probably like you guys because you use everything you can from what you kill.
Yeah.
I don't know where I could store it.
We have a giant one of those big freezers in the basement. So.
But I'm sure it's full because didn't you guys just buy a half cow?
Yeah, it's pretty full of meat.
I was gonna say I'm sure that thing's full of shit.
I know.
I wish you could just go to the grocery store and buy like elk and deer.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I think This year, I think my dad accidentally did the wrong, clicked on, because we hunt box elder, we have property there, but my dad clicked on beaver by accident, so we either might be hunting beaver or not. It's fucked up, though, so my dad emailed him or talked to him, called him or whatever. He's like, hey, I accidentally clicked on the wrong one. Can I exchange these out for the right one? And they're like, no. They're like, you can get the other one, but you have to return our current tags, not get a refund, and then buy the new tags in the other area. Fucking
whack.
The state.
Well, and they're really shitty with their stuff, too.
Yeah, that's so fucked up.
What is it called? Game...
Utah Division of Wildlife Resources.
Yeah.
They're assholes.
EWR.
They're a bunch of twatlicks.
Yep. But I don't know. So weird they're gonna hunt beaver, but I do archery. I'm a legless baby.
Yeah.
I want to buy a new bow this year, but I just haven't had time to sell my new bow, and I don't have the extra money to buy it.
You have a compound?
Yeah.
I want to get a compound.
Mine wasn't too. You want to buy one? I want a new one. But
What's your holdback weight?
it's adjustable. It's like from 40 to 70 pounds. You can adjust it.
Oh, cool. What is it?
It's a G4 something. I can probably find it.
Yeah, like how much you selling it for?
What?
How much you selling it for?
I'm not sure yet. G4, or is it G5? Probably G5. This might be it. I don't know. It's kind of like that. Has a lot of shit on it, though. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm like, sure.
I'll
I'd be
see.
down.
I'll talk to you later, but yeah, I like shooting bows and I'm real fucking good at it.
He's one Hanzo boy.
I'm better at shooting bows than I am guns, so I can do it. I do it drunk. Last time when I was sighting in my bow, there's still beer cans laying there from when I was like.
I think
good at it.
If we do end up going camping, if you still were down, if you want to bring your bow, I'd love to try and shoot it.
Yeah.
I know the sights would probably be different, right?
Well, it was just the only thing that would be different was I wonder my dad's. I don't know, just the draw length, because how long your arms are. Like my mom tried shooting it, or my dad's friend's wife. Like, but because her arms are short, like she couldn't, because there's a little sight on the string or bowstring back here, and then you kind of like a gun. You look through the little round thing and you line it up with back there,
right.
And so it was like back behind her head, so she. The mercury and the thermometer fill up all the way on Friday.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ. Yeah,
It's been so hot lately.
These heat waves are crazy. He lives in SoCal, and they made it to 106 on July 4th.
That's crazy. It's been crazy. It was like 87 degrees when I was driving here. I'm like,
yeah, it's way nice outside right now.
yeah, I don't ever remember it being this hot.
I don't remember 87 being nice. Like,
I like
it's like 90 degrees. You're like, oh, it's cool tonight.
Yeah. Like when I walked outside, I was like, oh, it's a nice 87. Like,
but like,
has it ever been this warm before?
yeah, not recently.
Like we haven't had a heat wave like this since 1911. But
It's been a while.
there was
We're
a
all
thing
gonna
about
die.
it. The last time that we had a heat wave across America like this was 1911, and people, because no AC and stuff, were just killing themselves.
Jesus.
Yeah, me and Wesley were
That's
talking
not
about it.
It's
funny.
not, but
Like-
think about it though, because like, what if you were like stuck in a house with no AC and no way to get cool for like 14 days?
Find a fucking lake, bitch.
It's like it'd get pretty goddamn miserable.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do.
I don't know either. I would try and find a lake, but
I'll tell you what I would do. Pow! No way. I would.
Sure.
It's safe without direct exposure, though. Mercury, unless you eat a whole lot of tuna. Gosh, let's see how much tuna you can eat. How much tuna is safe? Consume light tuna per week. So you can consume safely 14.5 ounces a week.
now does tuna have the health benefits that most fish does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's the only reason. And there's different kinds. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But it's because of the fucking mercury in there.
That's crazy that there's...
See, don't consume more than 18 ounces per month of Chilean sea. Oh, okay, bluefish. But yeah, it says the bigger the fish, the more mercury because they're eating the smaller fish and it stays in their bana. But yeah.
Right.
Interesting. I wonder if does it affect them at all?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
They're like, yep, it's affecting me. Just take me.
Right.
I caught one.
I feel like fucking shit down here. Please
Hold
kill
up
me.
and end me. Smack my head on a rock.
Yeah, see.
Dude, dolphins are so crazy.
I wonder what a dolphin tastes like.
I don't know if I could eat a dolphin.
They say we have probably tasted dolphin because they say a lot of the time they pick them up in the tuna nets.
Yeah.
Just not like fishing, you don't catch them, but like when because they're eating the smaller fish with the tuna, and they said like a lot of the times at least like there's one dolphin that gets, at least that's an old wives' tale. It's probably a wives' tale, but
Isn't that crazy though that they're so smart? Like they never get caught. They never go and take bait.
until now.
Till now. Till Forrest puts a sweet ass out there.
Yeah.
It's the
You
real
want a
bait.
Yeah, that's crazy. Dolphins are way smart.
Let's see.
Like they might get caught in fish nets, like, but they're
That's
not.
not by their choice.
Yeah.
Catching dolphins, baby.
I'm sure a fish net to any sea creature is just gonna be a fucking.
Tips for catching more dolphins?
It's gonna look like
Damn.
invisible, right?
Yeah.
So they're not gonna see it.
Get caught. Oh, I saw it. Tuna nets. Oh, apparently that person did.
I guess maybe it does happen.
I guess that probably depends on the kind of tuna. And tuna nets. Most notable requirements are that it does not allow tuna. I don't know what the fuck that means. Tuna, dolphin safe tuna rules. This apparently happens if there's dolphin safe tuna rules.
Have you ever seen that? I think it's Joe Rogan that does the bit about the dolphin.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, I'm on edibles, on the boat.
Yeah.
You know, the sun's going, the wind's
Yeah.
moving.
And he's looking at me. Yeah.
He's like, they look at you like people look at you, not like your animal looks at you.
Yeah.
God, what a guy. That guy is such a cool dude.
Yeah, he definitely is. He just gets it, you know.
He does, and it's rare. People think he's a bad person.
People think he's a bad person would think we are awful people.
Yeah.
Cause like the shit that he says, he catches himself saying shit too sometimes, but he's just saying the truth.
Yeah.
Like we say shit just to say shit
I
sometimes.
will say shit we don't mean.
Yeah.
I
And, like-
mean it. God is glory, weed is bad.
Don't disregard or disrespect Jesus and the Bible.
I like the episode with him and Liz Flair, something like that. And she's like, oh my God, what's that? He's like, it's marijuana. She's like, what? We're smoking? He's like, yeah, we do it all the time. This is a podcast.
I haven't seen that.
It's so funny. I'll try and show you the clip when we're done.
Which
with this
lady is
stream.
that? What does she do? Is she a comedian?
I don't remember. I only saw the clip of it. She might be.
There's a lot of comedians that I forget their names, sadly.
Goals, go on his podcast.
Yeah, it would be cool.
I'd like to just hang out with him for like one day. I'd be like, yeah, what a cool dude.
I just don't know, like, in reality, what kind of conversation I would have with him.
I don't know. He's pretty good at just talking.
Yeah, for
Shooting
sure.
the shit.
But, like, if we had 3 hours of his time to do a podcast with him, what would I want to talk to him
I'd
about?
want to tell him about picture of Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, I would want to show
tell
him
him
that.
don't be a dick to Tom DeLonge, my guy.
No, because, like, honestly, like...
Hey, Savage.
Hey, what's up, Savage? What would you want to talk about?
That's, yeah, exactly.
I would want to talk about mushroom trips.
Yeah.
I'd want to talk about his belief in aliens.
I would
And get
show
more in
him-
depth.
I would kick his ass. I'm like, Joe, you want to see how you want to see me kick this punching bag to the moon? God,
Joe, you want to go out there and watch me submit your ass? You ever catch a triangle before?
And see, here's the
fucking
thing.
get caught in these thighs?
I don't know, because like, he's a person.
No, yeah,
he's a
absolutely.
cool person. I hate when people treat people as celebrities like, oh my God, like you're a celebrity. It's like, no, just treat him as a person.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
That's what we talk about because me and Forrest are on the same page. There's not one person where I don't think we can meet where it's going to be like, oh my God, there they are.
What about Jesus Christ? he comes back from the dead,
I'd just be like, fuck.
and you watch it happen.
I was wrong. I'd go up to him, shake his hand, like, Weston, it'd be nice to meet you. My bad.
I'll be like,
I
told you, Wes. Told
Yeah,
you.
I didn't
Like-
mean to say all those things that I said.
Tell me, was your boy Joseph lying or was he telling the truth? He was truthful.
Fuck! God damn it!
Wes!
Savage,
Hey,
it's lit. It's always lit. What's up, Austin? Yeah, the backdrop is fire. No, because like we were talking about the same thing like last podcast. That like, even if we were to go on Joe Rogan's podcast one day, not saying it's ever going to happen, but if that was ever a possibility, he is just a person.
Do you know?
I just want to have a
go
good conversation with that said person.
I want to go on Neil deGrasse Tyson's Star Talk.
I'm pretty fucking
He has the
dope.
coolest people on there. They
Yeah,
just
he
talk
does.
about cool stuff.
Yeah.
See, and I'd like to meet Joey Diaz, but I don't want to go on his podcast because I don't need to get my ass smoked into oblivion. You know?
I wouldn't. I'd be
Dude,
like,
that'd be fun.
No, Joey. No.
He'd be like, "Hey, take one of these Death Stars."
Yeah, Stars of Death.
Yeah. He'd be like, "No."
I'd be like, give them all.
I'd be like, I got this. If you want me to talk in the next hour, I'm gonna just.
Yeah, no shit. Because like, how much are those? 1,000 milligrams?
250 or 500, something
Oh
like that.
yeah, I'd eat that and just die. Just like that. He'd be
Well-
like, so what do you think about that? But
Joey Diaz passed out on his podcast from eating too many edibles. He was like, ugh,
yeah, because he ate 3 of those fucking things. I think.
crazy motherfucker.
What's the monitor on the floor doing? It's just my monitor that's usually up here, but this way I can talk to Wes.
Yeah.
'Cause usually there's a monitor in the way.
Yeah, it's
so.
nice not to have it.
So we got it. I got the second monitor hooked up to the TV now, so that's our monitor right now.
For some reason, I just barely came across when Ari Shafir did Salvia, I think, on
YouTube. Oh, dude, it's crazy. He's like,
Oh.
ah,
Did you hear?
It's
Did you hear about his whole talking about it afterwards, like what he went through?
no.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. So he went on Reddit and did an AMA or whatever and talked about that specifically. Sorry. And he said that, I'll paraphrase, and I'm not going to be 100% accurate, but he said that he lived somewhere between like 10 to 35 years
Yeah.
in his mind on that little trip, but he was underwater. And
Oh yeah. I've heard. I have
yeah,
heard this.
and when he was coming to, when he was struggling breathing, he was saying that was him trying. He forgot how to breathe because he was breathing water in his trip. So he got so used to doing that he couldn't remember how to breathe oxygen, or something like that. And I was like, Jesus Christ!
you can buy
Salvia.
Salvia. Salvia is legal.
Salvia and spice.
Well, I don't know if this is good news or bad news for weed being legalized, but someone just died on spice.
Always.
Yeah,
Dude, it's
making
always,
news.
like-
They
Like
smoke,
Oklahoma.
what's it called?
K2.
yeah,
K2,
it was
yeah.
that. It was K2,
Which is ridiculous. It's like, honestly, nowadays, I feel like it's so much harder to find spice than it is to find real weed.
Yep. It used to be real easy.
Did you allegedly do that?
Allegedly. That's when I went to a new dimension.
Which one was it in the truck?
Truck. Did I do something in the truck?
It was with like the tiling people, and you were in a truck or something like that, and you did something.
Oh yeah, we were just at the we were leaving the truck, but yeah, we were in Vegas, and that's when I went to a new dimension.
Yeah,
it was supposedly, allegedly spice, but I don't know. That's the time I don't know. It's weird to think about when I would smoke allegedly marijuana. After that, it would like PTSD me, and I would see what I saw.
Oh shit!
Maybe you smoked something that was laced with salvia or DMT.
Well, I mean, it was supposedly spice, so same thing almost. But I don't know. You have to ask Chandler. Hey, Skip Talk.
Hey, it's your boy.
I was just in darkness. I thought it was just my thoughts in empty darkness for eternity. I thought I was just endlessly. I thought I had died, and I was like, oh, this is what it's like after death.
Oh shit!
Your thoughts in forever darkness. And then I started, I don't know, it's kind of weird to explain. I would start, I'd open my eyes, and it's I would come into a world, it was just, a hotel room with my friends. Yo, Skip Top, thanks for the sub.
Hey! Yeah, sub goal. Appreciate that, my man.
But, like, I thought I was coming into, you know, like a dimension almost, and things would look different each time. Like, I would all of a sudden just go dark again, and I would come back, and it would look kind of like cartoons, and, like, the people that were with me looked, like, different, and then I would go darkness again. I would, like, come back too, and it's like, I felt like I cycled in between, like, 3 different realities in my own life. Like, Jesus. I was coming into new dimensions, and then finally when I was, like, somewhat coherent, I just was throwing up in the bathroom, and I looked at myself in the mirror, and I looked like, I'd never find out what they're called, but those dinosaurs that just have, like, bald on top of their head that headbutt each other. That's what I look like in the mirror. And then there's, like, if you ask who I was with, Chandler, but all I said for, like, however long was, oh shit, fuck, and then I'd rub my legs and go, like, and then, like, because I was in darkness, so, like, I was probably just stuck what I was seeing, because I was like, so you just lay there and go, oh fuck, shit, oh, that's all I would say.
Oh, wow.
And, like, I wouldn't respond to them talking to me because I was just gone. But, man, what are those headbutt dinosaurs?
I don't even know.
Sores that headbutt.
That'd be fucking terrifying.
Those guys. Nah, kind of.
Oh my
like,
god.
kind of like that. They have the bones and then the bald head.
I see. So you never told me this whole story. Like, I didn't know you were going through that type of shit.
Oh, it was the worst thing that's ever happened.
I just heard you were, like, tripping and throwing up.
Like these guys. That's what I look like in the mirror, but I was blue.
Jesus
Weird, dude.
I don't. Is that what Spice does to you? That doesn't sound like Spice.
I don't know. That's what it was, like a salvia.
Psychocellular.
Yeah, it was not fun, but that's hell for you. Salvia, though, when someone I heard, I don't know who it was, tried it, everything just looked like Lego blocks. Just like, you can't move, but everything just looked like it was made of, like, little blocks. Boop, 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 boop. And then one of our friends saw in this bathroom just maids, like, cleaning, tons of maids just all over the walls.
Oh, shit.
Just, I don't know why, but they saw maids cleaning on the wall.
Salvia is pretty rough on the lungs, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried it. I didn't ever, like, experience anything. Maybe I didn't have, like, a high enough extract.
Thank you again, Skep Talk. It's your boy. And yeah, we figured we'd try out the sub goal. We want to try and grow.
Yeah, I appreciate it, my man.
You see a lot of people putting that in their titles now, so, you know, who knows? Yeah, I still wonder if our boy that night in the bathtub.
I don't know.
Because that was just...
That was at the time that there was so fucking much of it around. Like, I'd put on a shoe. Oh, what is this?
What allegedly was that?
Spice.
Lots of spice.
And then I would go to get my golf bag. And I was like, oh.
Well, I remember...
And then we just sold it all.
Yeah, I remember him showing me, like, the little container, and there was, like, a whole lot of spice in there. And it's legal. Like, it's not...
It's illegal now, right?
It probably should be. Yeah, it's bad.
Speaking of Lego blocks, I've been playing Lego Star Wars.
Oh, man.
It's so good.
Chandler was playing Lego Star Wars the other day when I was there.
It's such a good game. It's a lot of fun.
I was mad, though. I was like... Because he was doing the part where it's in the movies where Anakin... When he's like, this is the high ground, Ani. Or I have the high ground, Ani. And, like... You would be fighting Anakin because you were Obi-Wan, and then all of a sudden you were friends and you were doing something together. I was like, because I played Chandler into the bathroom, so I was playing. I was like fighting Anakin, and then all of a sudden you go through the next scene, and I was like, it wouldn't let me kill him, and then we were doing something other. I was like, wait, why are we helping each other now? Good game though.
Lots of fun. Lots of fun.
Lego Star Wars other shit.
Yeah, I don't. So, with some of us in the room who have allegedly done acid multiple times, I've read online. I've read online, and I don't know if it's true, that people, like, something can trigger in their brain because I read like the science behind it, like that it triggers the receptor, and like the receptor can click on and off even when you're not taking acid, and can make you hallucinate a little bit. Has that ever happened?
Not for me.
Kinda, actually.
Yeah.
Only for some reason, it happens. I don't know if it's just patterns, but like I'll be vacuuming, carpet like this, and like all of a sudden it'll look like the carpet's moving, and I'm like, whoa, shit! Like I don't know if it's just like, just my head fucking with me, but I was like, oh god, like that one bit.
I'll tell you this much: back when I used to be wild, and I did acid. After I did acid, I'd smoke. And I'd smoke and I'd shoot back into, like, not a full-on trip, but, like, I was tripping on weed, and I was like, this is weird. Like, I'd smoke, I'd close my eyes, and I'd just see fractal patterns, because I'd listen to music with headphones, and I would just be sucked into this little world.
Yeah.
So, I guess, but it's because I was taking another substance.
Right.
But I looked it up, I'm like, man, I can't be the only person, so I looked it up, it's on Reddit, and people say, once you do psychedelics and you do stuff like that, you're more susceptible, and you realize the effects of it more. Mm-hmm. So in itself, like marijuana could be a psychedelic.
Right. Well, and I've talked to people who, I won't out them, but I didn't know that they smoked weed, and I was hanging out with their group for a little while, and they're like, yeah, we smoked weed and we trip, and I'm like, you guys trip? Because like at that point in time I never did anything, and I just smoked weed, and they're like, yeah, every time we smoke weed we trip, and I was like, I didn't realize that that's more common than I thought. I was giving them shit, and I was like, I've never tripped, like visually tripped while smoking weed, like that just sounds ridiculous, but I guess it happens to some people.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But yeah, I was reading the whole thing, like I can't remember, it was something to do with like, I think you were looking something up along the lines, but the part in your brain that gets activated.
Yeah, that's it. That's your brain after you take it.
Yeah.
But apparently there's part of your brain, I guess that's what I was trying to see. Part of your brain becomes active that wouldn't otherwise be active after you take LSD.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
It's almost a healthy thing.
I think if done correctly, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, don't ever, you don't want to abuse it, but...
I just love that there's more research going into these types of things and actually helping with stuff.
You know what? Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say that, I think everyone can agree that at least America's in a big
I'll just say after
mental illness crisis right now.
Yeah, you know what drug that would be crazy to take would be ketamine. Because it's like the disassociative, and it's like you trip on it, and it's legal.
I've never...
It's only from what I've heard, it makes you feel like you're drunk, but your mind is not drunk, if that makes sense.
Your body's drunk?
It's weird.
I've
At least
never
that's
done
what
it,
I've
just
heard.
It's a horse tranquilizer,
It
though.
is, yeah.
Oh, I know who was doing that.
Yeah, it's just... Oh, that's weird. But
I don't know if I'd be down for that.
I don't want to try anything else.
A friend of ours that does a lot of drugs hated it. So if that says anything.
I know who you're talking about, I'm sure.
But man, I was just thinking about I watched this the other day. Across the Universe is what we're watching, and it's fucking Bono, and he's singing "Cuckoo, Cachoo, I am the walrus." That weird ass Beatles song. But this whole part of the movie, it's kind of because it's just the Beatles. It's a musical. It's just the Beatles song. I keep telling everyone to watch it, but then it just starts getting super fucking trippy because they're just simply, it doesn't show them take acid or anything, but you just know the Beatles, so you know what's going on. Like this.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? I kind of hate how I see things and it's like, this is a simulation of what acid is like. I'm like, actually, it's not.
Right, a lot of them are, I don't know.
Overhyped.
The funniest is I don't know, maybe I've just never done enough drugs. But the part where, in that Family Guy episode where Brian takes mushrooms, and he's in that fucked up universe, I was like, maybe that happens for people.
Yeah, dude, well, mushrooms are super brutal. They're raw. They're gonna fuck you over. And if you have a bad trip, you're gonna have a bad trip. But with, acid, it's like, oh no, scary thoughts. And you're like, bunnies and shit. And then it's like, oh, I'm happy again.
Yeah.
It's like Dewey Cox, where he's like, I'm having a bad trip. And then he's like, let's do acid with the Beatles.
Yeah.
Cox. It's so funny. I won't play the sound, but just, I think I'm having a bad trip. He's just like, let's do acid with the Beatles. If you guys want to watch Dewey Cox, we're just watching a clip from that. I don't want to get copyright, so I'm not going to show it or anything, but yeah, watch the movie Dewey Cox. I just love who the Beatles are. Fucking Justin Long, what's his name?
Jack
Jack
Black.
Black.
Jack Black and whatever, Paul Rudd,
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
and then whoever that fucking other guy is. Damn, is it not gonna show it? Oh yeah.
We're the Beatles.
I think I'm having a bad trip. That movie's so good though.
Firefox broke. Ooh.
What happens to me often is because I play Stardew on windowed, so it still shows all this down here, and this was over here last time, like that, and I was just switching back and forth because I was playing music last night, so like Stardew was in the middle there, I guess that's where it was, but Stardew was right there, so I was switching back and forth, and every time I was trying to get back to Stardew, I'd open Firefox.
Every time.
Every fucking time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you done exploring?
Yeah, I think I got what I wanted. I wanted to know. Found out. I don't want to do any more. For now.
Yeah.
I think I'm done for good though. It's like I was like, wow, I had fun while I did it, but then there's a time when it's like, okay, you gotta stop.
All right, for sure.
I just want to put marijuana in my butthole.
One marijuanas, please.
I can
Please.
make that happen.
So yeah, I'm done. I'm done with psychedelics.
Yeah.
I mean, if I like ever just so happen to have the money, I'd definitely want to go to Peru or somewhere in South America and do
I'll go
ayahuasca.
to Peru. I'll snort that whole country. Just
Like
kidding.
ayahuasca would
Just
be fun to
kidding.
do. Would you do ayahuasca?
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to do it in a foreign country.
That's probably what I would want to do. It's so memorable.
It would be memorable, but it's also foreign.
The problem with, I don't know. I better be in fucking a nice city.
That's what I mean. Like if I were to do something that's gonna be that life changing, I don't want to stress the fact that I'm in a fucking foreign country right now.
That guy's over there in a mud bath or something.
Yeah, like what if like like you just
Damn,
don't.
I'm racist.
There's so many like possible scenarios that could go wrong. Like I'd rather just go do it somewhere I know the surrounding areas and know who's there and know like know that I'm safe.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a big factor, and it's just, do I really want to drop 14 grand to drink something that's gonna make me go woo?
Well,
Yeah.
right.
Sold.
Damn, that was the best fucking pitch I've ever heard. I probably would go do it in Peru if it was like the second time. Because I think that's what fucked me with some of this stuff is like not knowing what I'm getting myself into. Because then like I don't know what to expect.
To be scared.
So like so I'd want to be
You
prepared.
can have more too after you finish that if you want.
Thank you.
So if I were to do like ayahuasca in Peru, I would want to have already done ayahuasca once, so I know what my body's gonna do.
What about DMT first?
Same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Just smoking it's like a lot more intense apparently.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, like, I still want to do some adventuring, but I don't know. It just needs to be the right time and place. I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah, I'm not in a hurry either. I'm definitely ready to take a break. It's been a while, but I like bad trips in a sense because I take them and use them as lessons and learn from them. Like, well, obviously it's bringing stuff to the surface that like I need to address. That's why I was like having a bad trip. So I get that shit under control. But yeah, I don't know. My friend's like, "You want to do it Shroom Fest with like Ari's thing?" And I was like, "Nah. I just no desire anymore."
I feel you. Yeah.
I don't know if, like, a festival like that would be... I guess it'd probably be fun.
Just like it's like the 25th, August 25th through the 27th. You just do it like you could do it any of those days, just wherever.
Oh, wherever.
Yeah, it's not like a big festival, but like it's
Oh.
his holiday where it's just like, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was actually like a festival.
No, I'd hate to do that. I hate people.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know if a festival where everyone's tripping would be fun or not.
Especially like, yeah, if you're prone to anxiety attacks and stuff like that. 'Cause
That'd be rough.
I've seen people like a room of like 15 people lose their shit. So like a whole fucking
2,000 people.
Something I would love to see. I want to see someone take like a super high dose of mushrooms though, like
I
10
don't know.
plus grams.
I want to see someone take it that I don't feel responsible for.
Yeah.
So when they start going wild, I'm like, damn, that sucks. See ya.
Right.
I guess a lot of people like kill themselves or kill other people when they're on mushrooms because their bad trips are so spooky.
Dang.
I've never heard that.
Really? Yeah. I was like reading it. I
Damn.
was like, wow.
Fuck that.
Like some girl like murdered her family with an axe, or I think it was her parents with an axe. On
Like,
a bad trip.
That guy that was on Tosh.0, that his mom called the ambulance and he's losing his mind and he's just going, wow, get the shovel.
That one's funny.
Ah!
It's so good.
Yeah, I don't. But see, and I think that's another thing. Like, that's people just doing shit that they aren't ready for. Because, like, I feel like someone who would do that probably took way more than they knew what was going to happen and just were like, oh, fuck it, I'm cool. I'm a tough guy. You know, I'll just take this amount and I'll deal with it. And they realize that you weren't ready.
Yeah. Ugh. Sometimes just they're bad. Once you know, it's like you gotta be positive the whole time. Once you have that bad thought, you're spiraling downhill. You're like, oh no.
See, and I want to do it again because I know that I'm not going to die. So I
Yeah.
can just, like, relax and have fun. Because I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
And then now that I know that that's just what it does, I can tell myself, you're not dying. You're having fun.
You think that.
Go out and
maybe
eat
in the
a-
moment you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, it's
I don't think
123. Oh well.
I don't think it will kill you.
The episode.
Oh. No. I just was so gone that I thought I was dying.
You probably were experiencing ego death.
I did. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've experienced it, and it's the weirdest thing. You kind of, I feel like, at least when I was experiencing it, or what I thought I was experiencing, was I was losing touch with reality. I was like, oh no.
You're going,
No, dude, I was scared. I didn't even want to talk. I was holding my breath. Like, I was like, I'm letting go. Like, I'm going by. And then it was the most terrifying thing.
So I didn't even know what that term meant, and then I told my story on here, and then either someone in the comment sections or someone here was telling me, oh yeah, that's what ego death was, and I was like, cool.
Someone we know was telling me about his ego death, and like I won't say names or anything, but he was just telling me, it's like, I don't care about just dumb things anymore. He's like, it's almost like something clicked in my head where stuff that I thought mattered. He's like, I just wear. He was like, just wear a ridiculous outfit that day or something, like a tank top, like random ass shorts, and he's like, I don't give a shit. Like if people like judge me from how I look, it's like it's not something that matters anymore. He's like, you just, you don't care, like stupid stuff like that. It doesn't matter to you. Like,
After my last
Pretty
trip,
accurate.
yeah.
I was like, that's kind of how I felt. I was like, wow, I felt like a different person. It was weird. I was like, I'm not myself.
Yeah.
I know me, and this isn't me.
You just think about like stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I
You process. I think for me at least, like I process stuff in a different viewpoint.
yeah.
Because like, I don't want to say that it changed my viewpoints on a lot of stuff.
No, but
it,
you're just like
like
dumb stuff doesn't
Yeah, like, it
seem
just-
like
that was such a monumental moment for my brain to go through.
that may be what it is. Like
Yeah.
it's something so like holy shit
Yeah.
that like small things are
They're just not important.
yeah. Like, do you know what happened?
Yeah. I think that's kind of like what happens with people who have like real near-death experiences. Like they're
Mhm.
like, "Oh, this person's bitching about this. Like, I almost fucking died." Like,
Yeah, people.
you know,
Some people, I think, with stuff like that, go either way. Like near-death experiences, like either like, holy shit, I need to change my life, or it doesn't matter, we're gonna die, so why?
well, and I think that's when you, because like, I think with like super hyper adrenaline junkies, I think that's why like most of them seem like they're just fucking chill people when they're not doing their crazy shit because like they're putting their lives at risk. Like the people who do those wingsuits and the people who do like jumping out of airplanes and no parachutes and shit. Like these guys just are probably chill as fuck because they're like, oh yeah, I could have splatted yesterday.
Right? I don't know. That's how I used to be, like the adrenaline stuff, but that was before. I don't know. I think it was just a buzz. It was before I was drinking a lot or doing anything. So it wasn't even like I was doing that crazy stuff, but like stuff like I could potentially die right now. I don't know. Everyone, just a strange rush that.
I think that's why I like fighting.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Because it's just
definitely it's something. I don't know. I think it is weird why we like that sort of putting ourselves in harm's way.
Because it makes you feel alive.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's the best way to feel it.
Exactly.
Because like when you go to like if you just have it, you guys have those days where nothing happens.
Oh, most of them.
It's just right. It's just a fucking day. Like I've been having that a lot now, and because of my retirement.
Yeah.
And it sucks. Like I'll just have a day where like I wake up at like 9:30, 10, and I'm like okay, and then I just like do the same shit that I do every day. And then, like, if we don't podcast or we don't game, like, I'll just, like, fucking zone out and realize that my day's gone. I'm like, God, that was a day. So I think that's why I like adrenaline is a hell of a drug. It is a hell of a drug. I think, you know, like, we all have that little weird thing. Because, like, I genuinely like fighting.
Yeah, yeah.
And when I tell people that, they think, like, oh, you just go beat up people. And it's like, no, I don't go beat up people. I don't want to have, like, a street fist fight.
Yeah.
I like the act of doing it because it fucking makes me feel alive.
Yeah, like two people. Yeah, not like street fights, but like
no, I'm not.
Like even if it's two friends, just
yeah.
Even if they're not friends, but just mutual respect.
Yeah, like because like when you're in a street fight, like some dude could fucking kill you. You don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
I get brain damage from a street fight.
Yeah, I knew a guy like had his head stomped in, and I worked with him, and one eye was looking that way. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to look two ways.
Right. Like, it's just...
I'm a chameleon.
Yeah. Like, I'm looking at you and see someone come in, like Jordan came in. Hey, Jordan! I'm just, like, looking right at him.
Did you see that picture I shared on Facebook?
He was.
I don't know who it was. I don't know, it was some musician or something. And someone's like, man, he's looking right. But he was, like, cross-eyed and said, and left.
And left. It was Shawn Mendes. Yeah. He's also looking left.
Damn.
That's so good.
But no, I think it's good to have that little adrenaline. I don't know about every day. Like, I know some people who are, like, on it fucking every day.
Yeah.
But, like, you got to do it every once in a while just to make you fucking... It's like, for me, like, if I got gloves on and I'm staring at one other person that wants to fucking punch me in my face, that... Some of the most times I've ever felt alive. Because I'm just like, I'm in this moment. This guy's trying to hurt me. I'm trying to hurt him. This feels primitive. But at the same time, like... It just feels good.
Yeah.
I like, I get into hiking, but I'm like, oh shit, it's coming up. My adrenaline's just like, not up here. It's like,
right?
I'm like, whoa!
That's why I go four-wheeler riding now, too.
Oh, yeah, because it's sometimes sketchy.
Fuck. Especially up by the B. I almost died, what weekend did I go? 2 weekends ago?
Damn.
Because these kids rented because you can rent now side-by-sides down at Rockwell.
Oh,
Yeah, tracks.
Yeah, these fucking kids were going, like, fast as possible and not staying on their right side, so I came around, like, Dead Man's Corner, and they were, like, in my face, so I had to swerve, like, up the mountainside and back down. Oh, I was fucking pissed.
What'd they do? Just drive away?
Just drive away. Yeah.
I want to flip that thing around and kick some ass.
I got down to the bottom because I was right down at the bottom, and I was like, I'm going to wait. My dad's like, you want to wait? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to wait. And, like, he knew. My mom's like, you can cuss, bro. I'm like,
Dang.
I almost died. It's kids.
I'm
livid.
I thought I was going to die last night. I was eating a nice piece of steak, and, like, I was chewing it up. I swallowed it, but, like, a string was still caught, so more than I wanted to swallowed, and I was just trying to force it down, and, like, it got barely past my airway, and then, like, I tried just drinking a bunch of orange juice. I was, like, trying to make it go down, but it blocked my passage, so, like, all the orange juice blocked my airway, and I was like,
oh, shit.
And I just coughed it all over my parents' kitchen. My mom's like, ugh. And then, like, I was dying, like, I couldn't eat, or it blocked, like, my passage to my stomach and stuff, like, I was trying to just drink water, and then it would just get stuck there, and then I would have to cough it, like, basically throw back up.
Jesus.
And then it hurt so bad, like, I could feel it going through me. It was, like, it was so, like, you know when you eat something too big and it hurts going down?
Yeah.
I could feel it all the way going through me until it cleared, like,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my god, thank you.
Damn.
It was awful. Like, I could, like, kind of breathe, but, like, it was the weirdest thing. If I tried to drink a bunch, I could drink a little, but, like, it would just fill up.
Yeah.
Like, and then I would just
Jesus
cough it
Christ.
back up.
Not about that.
The worst was when, like, I was drinking the orange juice. My dad's like, do I need to do the Heimlich? I was like, no. Because I thought, it was just stuck. Because I was just like, oh my god, and there's shirt going down. So I tried drinking a bunch of orange juice, and I was just, like, drowning. I was like... And I went to cough in the sink and just all over everywhere. And then I was cleaning it up, and then I coughed up more orange juice on the ground.
God damn.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Fuck.
My dad's like, dude, I make you guys dinner, and Forrest almost dies. Because he made, like, steaks and vegetables and stuff, and then
You almost die.
they're like, you need to learn to chew your food. I was like, now's not the time to tell you this.
Yeah, shh.
I'm fucking dying.
Now's not the time to be a heckin' dick.
Yeah.
So this says I get plenty of adrenaline from when I go check the mail, and some guy in a truck with his arm out the window waves at me, and I say, you too.
And then you just run back inside really fast.
Ripperino, Forestrino, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn, if you would have died yesterday, that would have sucked.
Well, knew I could breathe. It was just like, I could just feel right here. It's like I could breathe, but I couldn't eat or drink anything.
Do you want a funeral?
I don't know.
If you die tomorrow, what do you want me to do?
I don't know.
Do you want to bring your dead body and do a podcast?
I want to do the Weekend at Bernie's me.
So, I'm gonna get
I want
this.
someone to be on a ladder controlling.
I'm gonna get this crazy contraption, and it's just your arms are gonna be like this. And I'm like, so Forrest, what do you think? And I'm gonna like pretend not to time by pull your arm up. Well, Wes, this is what I think.
It'll be a pulley system. You'll hook strings to your arm, so when you go down, mine will go up. So like, you're like, and I go.
So Forrest dies. Weekend and Bernie. Weekend at Bernie's.
You have
freaking
to
love
make
that
sure you
movie.
drink like beer with me. So I'm just like,
Right, just spilling everywhere. Forrest in your mouth. I'm gonna set it up just to play your voice from all the podcasts.
there we go. Oh yeah, I want to be stuffed, but I want like little metal things, kind of like pipe cleaners in me, so you can form me how you want.
Oh yes. You're gonna be in T-pose for at least a week.
And then I want there just to be one funnel that goes just through me, just to my ass or my wiener, and you can do a little switch to pick which one. And I want people to do like beer bongs, but in my mouth and out my wiener.
He's pissing beer. He's a god.
But it's not gross because it's just one.
Yeah, because
funnel.
you're all cleaned. It's perfectly fine. There's no
You
guts.
just replace my wiener with a larger rubber one.
Random thought. Did you ever finish that Ouija board?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I have the board. Is anyone coming? Or did I take it out? I don't remember.
My cat wants to see it.